Our session guest tonight is Lisa Germano. All right, Lisa, how you doing?
I'm okay.
Right, your voice sounds as rough as me. Oh, that's very unkind when someone's about to sing, actually, isn't it? I didn't mean it like that.
Thanks a lot. I feel much more confident now.
I mean, is that your normal voice, or are you struggling a bit like me?
I'm struggling a bit like you.
Right, okay.
Yep.
So what have you been up to then? You've been over here, like, touring the length and the breadth of the country and everything, but you did your first gig last night, was it?
Yep, we brought my band over from Nashville,
Right.
Tennessee.
Is that where you live now, Nashville?
No, that's where my band is.
Oh, right.
But they aren't anything like country at all, like not remotely country.
Right.
But they came over, so they were completely, totally jet-lagged, and I was completely, totally hoarse because I talked too much. And,
Right.
and so we were very nervous at the beginning of the show, and so we did kind of the loud, raunchy numbers at the beginning.
Yeah.
And in America, I didn't realize this, but I said to the audience, went, well, we had to get our willies out on that bit of the show.
And what does that mean in American speak, then?
Getting your fears out, getting your, ooh, I'm so scared, get your willies out.
Right.
And I'm glad nobody took it literally, because I heard about it today, what it actually means.
Right, it's a good job Lard wasn't there. He's like, any excuse, straight in there, diving off the PA.
Well, when we were telling him the story, he was going for it.
That's right. Absolutely any excuse from Nashville. We were talking about Nashville last night because we were talking about George Jones, the country singer who lived with Nashville. It was a great story. He lived with Tammy Wynette. And in fact, this is very boring for everybody listening because they've already heard it. But I'm just telling it you. It's like, he used to go out drinking all the time, and Tammy locked up his car keys so he couldn't go into Nashville for a drink from the ranch. So he went 10 miles into Nashville for a beer on his lawnmower.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's absolutely true, apparently.
That's a guy I like. I gotta like a guy like that.
Okay, what are you going to do? Are you going to do songs off the Inconsiderate Bitch EP or different stuff, or what are you going to do?
No, I'll do a couple of songs off of that.
All right.
I'll start out with Puppet.
Okay.
Okay. Such bad sin. Where, oh where do you go? Was I that bad again? But if I was a puppet, we'd get along just fine. I feel better now. I used to have a fit or two, but now I only smile. 'Cause when I am a puppet, we get along just fine. And maybe for a while we play together. And when I am a puppet and I have no voice, maybe in your hands I could act just right. I'm in your hands now. I'm up to you. No thoughts or visions. The perfect girl. My sins are freezing. My heart is breaking. In your hands. The perfect girl. A puppet. Thinking, 'cause I'm not thinking anything. I used to have a thought or two, but now I only smile. I only smile. 'Cause when I am a puppet, we get along just fine. And just right.
Lisa Germano with Puppet. Now, you see, that sounded good, you see, with your husky voice. I mean, you got me thinking, you think, like, I should record a couple of songs while my voice is like this, because it's a bit Rod, isn't it, really?
It's kind of Rod. I mean, it does remind me of Rod a lot.
And, of course, I've got me Ron in the other room in the shape of lard. I mean, maybe we'll do an EP later on the show. What's your EP's what? Inconsiderate Bitch?
Inconsiderate Bitch.
What about, like, Two Ignorant Tossers or something? I mean, you're known for playing the violin. I mean, is the violin your main instrument, really?
Well, it's the instrument that I actually know how to play.
Right. And is that, I mean, where did you start playing the violin? Was that the first thing you picked up when you were a kid and everything, at school and all that?
Well, no, actually, I picked up the piano first.
Not easy picking up the piano.
I picked it up, took it up to my room, and did all sorts of weird things.
You should have got a Bontempi organ. It's much more portable, yeah.
But then, no, the violin I took lessons on. That was the only instrument I actually, know how to play.
And I mean, you got hired to play violin by loads of people, didn't you? I mean, like, some big top show business names, didn't you?
Hey, there you go.
Do you want to reveal any of them or not? Because it's okay by me if you don't. Well, who was it then? I mean, there was John, what's his face, wasn't there?
John Mellencamp I played with for about 10 years. And
right. Is he all right? Or is he kind of, what do you like these people?
He's feeling good today. I talked to him on the phone.
Oh, did you? Oh, so he's a pal of yours, is he?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I was going to do his tour this summer.
Right.
And it turns out now that my record comes out the week that we were going to go on tour, and it didn't make sense, so I finally had to say I can't do it, and he was cool about it.
Right. But I mean, it's like, your stuff's not at all like his, is it? Because I find this stuff, I'll be frank, I find this stuff crap. I'm only joking. No, I mean, it's very MOR, isn't it? I mean, it's very sort of middle-of-the-road John Cougar stuff.
Well, to me, there's a place for everything.
There is, yeah.
You either like it or you don't, and it's perfectly cool if you think something's shit.
Yeah.
And, like, I was really, emotionally upset a couple weeks ago, and, like...
About what?
I started crying to the stupidest song I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
It's like, you heard it on the radio, and you're, like, starting to cry, and you go... And then you start laughing because it's like, God, this is a stupid song. But there's a place for all kinds of music. And, some people don't like John, some people...
But, I mean, it's just like, you must have been playing stuff... Your stuff is so different than that. It must have been weird playing his stuff for 10 years when you had all these songs sort of bursting to get out of your own.
Well, I think I needed to do that to get the confidence to do my own stuff.
Yeah.
Learning and seeing what these people do.
And it probably pays pretty well being in his band, does it? Cause
off and on, it pays good when you're on tour.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, you're like on tour and you're Miss Queen Wonderful, and then you go home and you're like Miss Nothing, baloney. So it's a real up and down thing. It isn't a great situation.
Right. And you played with loads of other people as well, like Simple Minds you played with for a bit.
I played on a tour with Simple Minds, and that was fun.
Yeah. I mean, but your stuff is just like a much more a mix of stuff. I read a great description of your stuff. It said, Chrissy Hind with the Nice, fronting the Velvets in Bulgaria.
That's fine to me.
Good description. So you don't feel like that anymore then?
No, I think it's really dumb at the moment.
Right.
But I mean, it's trying to play the game, like... Let the guy, like, he needs to feel like he's really, really cool and he's really macho, and you really want to feel like you're soft and sweet and da-da-da-da. So you let him do it, right?
Right.
But at the end of the day, you're in control because you're letting him do that.
Yes, that's always been pretty much my theory. I must confess, I have to agree with you on that anyway. Lisa Germano is with us, Mark Radcliffe, 1FM and all that, Gubbins, Passive Glitter and Delights, all that stuff, Manchester things. Nothing of importance. Lisa Germano is playing live songs for us tonight, as we said. I mean, so you've been playing with other people for quite a long time. It's like, but you put out a record of your own on your own label, is that right?
Yeah, I put a record out about 3 years ago on Major Bill Records, and just had a mail order and like wrote everybody, and that's a really good reason to have a record label, because it just takes too much time. You can't possibly do anything else when you're writing everybody back and they're writing you and you're writing them back and you're writing you.
A nice way to get started, though, isn't it? Sort of like on a friendly thing.
I actually really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it, because those letters that people wrote me, they helped me to think, either keep doing it or don't,
What did you do before that? Because you were admiring these particular fine vocal lozenges before, weren't you? And
I loved them. I could use one, actually.
well, you can have one. They've done me no good at all. But you sold these for a time, didn't you?
Well, I used to work at a health food store, and we sold these lozenges. They had bee pollen and zinc and all these things to heal you.
Is that healthy? Is it to line your throat with zinc? Is that sort of...
That's what they said.
Is it? Right.
That's what they told me, and I believed them, and I bought it. And,
right.
you know.
Where was that? Where are you from originally? I mean, your band are from Nashville. We know that.
No, Indiana.
Right.
Where the cows and the cornfields, but we were brought up really Italian.
Oh, right.
I never really got into the cows and the cornfields until I, played with John and moved to Bloomington and, got into more of the Indiana, and it's like, this is where I'm from. I don't belong here.
Right. What do you think of our singing before the Rod and Ron? What do you reckon?
I thought it was great.
Yeah. I mean, we're available. We could support you on your tour. Whip up the crowd into a frenzy before you come on. I think. Have you got a Bontempi organist in your group? Because I think
Well, I think we could use one.
I think so. Well, you can borrow that one.
Okay.
Right. Okay. We're going to play for your last song.
Oh, it's a song called Happiness, and it's kind of it's just a song called Happiness.
Fine. Well, just play it then. Right. Lisa Germano.
Okay. Happiness, yeah. Happiness is like TV, on or off. It's up to me. Happiness, yeah. Relationships are like a cow, growing strong, just for now. Poor little cow. Ooh, Mom and Dad are like my head. I won't listen to them till they're dead, or I'm dead. Ooh, sad but true, sad but true. Self-indulgence, inconsiderate bitch, inconsiderate bitch. Nothing more than this, girl. You're inconsiderate. Pain and sadness are real to me. They stick around and let me be. Come on, everybody, sing. Give it up, try again. Give it up, try again. Ain't life fun? Happiness, sad but true, sad but true. Self-indulgence, ooh, inconsiderate bitch, inconsiderate bitch. Ain't nothing more than this, girl. You're inconsiderate.
Lisa Germano with Happiness. Inconsiderate bitch. Why do you call yourself that? Is that you or someone else? Or?
Well, that's me when I'm being an inconsiderate bitch.
Yeah, which is what, much of the time, a lot of the time, all the time?
Oh, a lot more than I'd like to be, so I'm kind of mocking it in that song. It's like, right. I'm imagining everybody thinking that I'm an inconsiderate bitch, which they probably are.
Right.
So I'm probably right.
Right. That's probably from years of like playing in the bands of other megalomaniacs. It's like your turn now to boss people around and shout and get it all.
No, that's not it.
Oh, is it not? Right, okay. It was worth a stab, wasn't it, really? Anyway, you playing any more gigs while you're over here, is it?
No, we just played last night, and then we're going to try to come back in the summertime.
Right, okay. And the album's out in April. The EP is out now on 4AD?
Yeah, the EP is out, and then the album is out called Happiness in April.
Right. Okay. Well, thanks for coming tonight.
Well, thanks for having me.
Okay. And we're going to play... that's not the end of the live music on the programme tonight. Not by a long chalk, it's not, because there's more from Rod and Ron.